name is Pat. I'm based in Rathdrum, and this is my 1960 Trac Grip. They were built in the UK by Hatch Brothers, mainly for the agricultural or horticultural business, but we're also using factories and orchards and mushroom farms and coal yards also used to deliver coal with them. Cool little thing. The tin work has been replaced on it, that's new, the sides new, the floors new, all the metal work on the front is new. The old stuff was all rotten along the bottom, the floors aside were rotten through, but I was able to use those as templates. There was a metal and aluminium plate with nothing on it here, so I knew the size of the original Trac Grip sign, and then I had some photographs that I found on the internet, and thankfully my brother's was in the position in America. He was able to lay this out, and in his job he was able to make it up for me. It's a block of aluminium, and he sent that over to me. It was very cool. Little bit of my brother here. The axle is Ford axle. They come out of a Ford 100E. I wasn't sure what it was until I pulled the wheels off. I took a photograph of the hub and just posted on one of the Facebook pages, and the guy said, oh yeah, that's a 100E hub. So it was a starting point for me to find brake parts, because all the brake parts were well shot, all the plumbing was shot. The master cylinder was well gone, but at least it was a starting point. I knew what I was able to find and replace it. Everything was off the shelf. So it's an Albion 3-speed gearbox with reverse. This had also had a kickstart mechanism, because these gearboxes were used on several things like rotavators, etc. When I got that was completely seized. I knew it was a 3-speed box, but we had asunder, apart and back together again many times, could only ever find 2 gears on it. Eventually the lady that I bought this off in the UK, she's a genius mechanically wise as well. She does a lot of restoration work. She found an old manual for one of those and posted it over to me. And one of the gears I was putting in the wrong way around. There was a slight shim on one side of it. And once I turned it around and put it back together, bingo, 3 gears and reverse. And it's working fine. A little bit, the clutch needs adjusting, and still, hence I haven't snipped off that cable yet, just in case I might need a little bit longer. It's still only bedding in after being the rebuild, but I'm very happy with it. This is the start of the BSA 420cc single cylinder engine. She's a 1960 engine. She's usually very good. It starts first, second pull of the rope. We just want to get some fuel up into the bowl. It's about a week since it started. Let's make sure the fuel is on. There we go. Find the key. Make sure she's not in gear. They will start in gear, and has done once before. I don't want to make that mistake again. Okay. Project was done over a lockdown, 3 or 4 months, and I'm a cabinet maker by trade, and I had a pile of, I had some ash and I had some oak, some Irish oak, or some Irish ash and some American ash and some American oak, but I didn't have enough of any particular timber to do it, so I mixed it, because ash and oak are all kind of sister timbers anyway, and they blend in, so it's kind of half and half, ash and oak. When it arrived here, the the deck had been modified and the chassis had been lengthened for some reason, but the tipping mechanism was really heavy. So I removed all the extensions that the previous owner had put onto it and brought the tipping point, the hinge point of the tipper, back to where it was originally. And now it's just basic gravity tip. Just lift up that lever and one little finger would lift it up and tips her up. Having this little truck is my way of introducing my son to the vintage scene. He's able to pop on it and drive it around, and it gives him an interest and comes to shows with me. And the beauty of this little girl is she fits in the van inside, the Transit. She drops in lovely and snug between the wheel arches. I have a winch under the seat, a couple of ramps or 3 ramps, and away she goes into the back of it. We sleep in the back of this in the van and just drop down the tailgate, and it's lovely and comfortable. Double suspension bed, happy days.
If anybody would like a traditional